first few rows. There's a chance that you might get wet. If you'd rather not be splashed, now's the time to move to higher and drier ground. If you need to leave during the show, please exit to the back of the theater. Please ensure face coverings are worn during today's performance and throughout your stay in the park. At the conclusion of today's show, please make sure you remain seated. Our operations ambassadors will be on hand to assist with the safe and timely exit of all of our guests. Thank you and enjoy the show.
I can see by the dawn. inspired to want to know more about the ocean and all of its incredible animals, and even dream of one day getting to grow up and work and play with dolphins. So now we want to take this opportunity to share what our Dolphin Days are like with all of you.